Alright, so here's what we got going on today. We're going to be mounting these LED spotlights with some side amber strobe. I've already replaced the strobe light on my truck. Right up there. And it did have two halogans. Through the research I did, it looks like the halogans each took about 5 amps each. And that light takes 3 amps, so it's about 13 amps right there alone. Now, I didn't wire this on this truck originally, and whoever did, they put these switches in. I've already replaced this switch. I'll get into why. Whoever installed it before, I'll put in a picture of it because it's not here anymore, but this wire here was just jammed inside of a slot for a fuse, and the fuse was jammed in next to it. And the strobe and everything was really old, and some of the insulation on the wire got cracked and broken, and it got corroded, and so then it was a bad connection. It heated up, and what's supposed to happen when it heats up is supposed to blow the fuse so it doesn't ruin everything. Well, since it was just jammed in next to a fuse here, it didn't actually blow the fuse, it just melted it, melted the connections, melted the switch, which is why I had to replace it. And it was just a 10 amp fuse, and well, the halogans were about 10 amps by themselves, and that's 3 amps the strobe. So these I think are about, gosh, I can't remember. It was definitely, I think I'm under 10 amps between these two and the strobe. I think these were like 1 or 2 or something, 1.5 amps to run. So it was a lot less. Maybe it was 5 amps total. Either way, I'm under 10 amps now. And what I ended up doing is I got the wire out of that fuse there, and I ran my power to these two accessory bolts here, and I did an inline fuse. And you can see here I put some shrink wrap over this, and I had to replace the switch because that was also melted. I'm gonna replace this switch too, just to make it look the same, which is my OCD. But that switch still works. That's not what got too hot. So that strobe light was just a one that you plug into a cigarette lighter, and it had a couple of switches on it. I just ran it from the wires that were already existing, and I'll kind of get into how I did that, whether it's the right way or not, I don't know, but it works. And now I'm gonna mount these. I gotta drill new holes. The holes that were for the halogans are way too big for the bolts that come with this. I'm looking to get in bigger bolts, maybe just drilling this bigger, but so let's drill. A ton of ice everywhere. Look at that, it fits. Okay, so that's how that's gonna look. I don't know if that's how much I want it facing down, but we'll see when it gets darker. Alright, put the other side in, and then we'll start wiring it up. Put that in my pocket. Bring this over there with us. Okay, so this black one's ground. This red one should be power. Black is ground, red should be power, and this should be the strobe function. Now, if I wanted to work the white light and the strobe independently, I could run these two separate switches, I think. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run this to ground. I'm going to tie these together, power and the strobe together, so that when I turn the light on, the strobe and the white light turn on together. I don't really have any desire to run them independently. It's just a plow truck. The only time I'll really be using these is when I'm plowing. So I think that's how I'm just going to do it like that. I got to connect into these wires down here. These ones here are the ones that ran to this old Halligan. Looks like I got plenty of wires to do that. Okay. Let's get started on that, I guess. Whoever ran this before, they used to use black wire, so I'm not really sure which one's power and which one's ground. I'll have to figure that out. That won't be a problem. Well, actually, I'm almost positive, but if this is probably ground. And if this is power. I think I got them backwards. Oh, yep. They're working. Alright, so that's what I'm going to have to... Let's figure out this side. Those are nice. Alright, let's see. Follow this back a little bit. Which one? So this one's power. Oh, nice. Hey, those are bright in the daytime. Easy. Oh, that'll look real cool. Let's see about when we put the other strobe on. Yeah, I'll be seeing just fine. I'll be able to see just fine. Alright, so I got these solder and steel wire connectors, and I got some heat shrink tubing, and I got a heat gun. And I think I might have to lengthen or cut and redo this one. There's not really much wire here for me to put those shrinks, tubing and whatnot together. So let's do the other side first. I think that's going to be easiest. Do the ground one here. Well, not much left of this connection. I'm going to cut this connection, I think. Start from here and just one less connection. So oh boy, windy. Alright, so I'm going to slide this on. Got plenty of wire to push that down. I'm going to push. Let's see, I think I was using the blue ones. Yee! I'll have to get that later. Okay. I might just take off a little bit more off of this one. Alright, so there's that. Got the copper part right in the middle. The adhesive is just the color part on those. Is on the insulation part. So let's heat that up. Trying to get it till the copper or the solder part and that melts. There we go. You want to let it cool off before you start doing anything else, because I've had to pull apart. Hi Bailey, do you have fun next door? She gets over there and they give her treats and play with her. You know, you have fun? Come on. They won't listen to anybody, or he won't listen to anybody. Seems like it listens to me. Go ahead and go. Cool enough. Let's get the shrink wrap on it. Okay. Pretty good. There's that connection. It's twisted together, soldered and sealed together, and shrink wrap. Should be nice and strong. Nope. Alright, so now we got this one. Yep, so I still got front of the wire. Like I said, I'm just gonna cut this. There's no point in having this connection just to make that much when I have enough wire. That's another area for it to fail. Just lengthening those a little bit. Twist these together. I think this one's too small. I think once I put that heat, once I put the solder thing on, I think it's too big. I'm pretty sure that this this solder and wire connector is already waterproof, but it makes it look pretty nice with the shrink wrap. Who knows? I might not even just go with electrical tape too. Yeah. So there's that. I'm probably gonna do electrical tape just to make that a little smoother transition. I don't know if it's a bad idea or a good idea, but it's an idea. Now, it's pretty windy up here. I don't even know if anybody can hear what I'm saying. I need to do these connections now. There's not really much wire, so I might just lengthen that a little bit. I got a lot of extra wire, so I might lengthen that. It's crazy because I have not a lot of wire here, but there's like just a ton of wire here, and that goes all the way up to that's for the strobe. But gosh, it's so much wire. It's not really doesn't need to be that long. Well, that won't be hard to replace. Yeah, I'm gonna go right in that same hole. You gotta go buy one of these crimp pieces. But at least it'll be a all new wire. That wire that just falling apart, kept cutting it shorter and shorter. This is the life like that, by the way. I originally bought some cheap ones on Amazon. They broke right away. Half hour, stopped working. I bought a little more expensive, better brand. So they're working longer. They're already working longer than the ones that I had before. Alright, so let's go to the store and get one of those. Alright, so I got these. Got a nice little self-tapper. Nice new wire, not falling apart. I'm gonna put a little shrink wrap on that, might as well. Okay, done there nice. Doesn't look like I can shrink wrap some little tight. Come on, squeeze. I'm gonna attach this to the frame, and then I'm going to run the spool up. So I took a wire wheel to the frame. I don't know if the camera's gonna catch that, but right there. Not very much effort, and that cleaned up really nice. I don't know much about anything. I'm pretty sure it's got to be nice bare metal to bare metal to have a good contact. At least it sounds like a good idea. Oh. Alright. Alright, so this ground is going to go to that one. And I gotta make another little strand to go to that. That's much better. That last one was falling to pieces. Must have been corroded. I know part of it was a little melted from the incident. what I was dealing with before. This is at my back window. Turn the other strobe off. And now this is what it looks like with the new lights. So I can see the back much better. See what they look like outside. Pretty bright. I really like those side shooters there. That's without the top strobe. Really awesome. Alright, well thanks for watching.